No one expected the hearing to end like that, not with shouting, not with chaos, but with a single question that should have had a simple answer. A member of Congress looked directly at the Attorney General and asked whether a president taking $10 billion from his own government would be constitutional. It was clear, direct, impossible to misunderstand. And yet, there was no answer. Not once, not twice. Every time the question came back, the response disappeared behind the same line. I'm not going to discuss pending litigation. But this wasn't just any lawsuit. The president is suing the federal government for $10 billion, and if that money were ever paid, it would come from the very system he leads. The Constitution outlines a simple rule. The president receives a salary and nothing more from the federal government. No extra payments, no side arrangements. That's why the question mattered. It wasn't political, it was constitutional. As the exchange continued, the tension in the room grew. Then the focus shifted from legal theory to something far more human. Epstein survivors, people whose identities were meant to be protected, had their personal information exposed. Names, addresses, phone numbers, real consequences, real danger. So the question changed. If a president could claim billions over embarrassment, what should those victims receive? Again, no answer. This time, not silence, but deflection. The subject changed, the focus blurred, the question ignored. And that's when the pattern became impossible to miss. Question, deflection, repeat. When given another chance, the congressman didn't argue. He explained the rules. We ask a question, you answer it. If not, we take the time back. Simple, controlled, final. And still, no answer came. By the end, the room understood everything. Not because of what was said, but because of what wasn't. Because when a direct question doesn't get a direct answer, the silence itself becomes the answer. And the real question that remains is simple. If the answer were easy, why wasn't it given?